give and they get. Then they run around town beating their chests like they forget. I can forget for now, but I won't never forget. No, love how I feel, knowing the universe got my back. Whoa, love how I feel, knowing that money gon' come right back.
What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to the Journey Podcast. If you are here, please subscribe, like, drop a comment, give us 5 stars on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon, wherever you get your podcast from. We're back with another internal, joined by Jake and John. How we feeling?
Yes, sir. Oh, I felt great.
Feeling good. I got a crystal in my hand for the whole.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you about that because I sat on this couch before you got in the room. I'm looking and I'm like,
boom. You saw this?
I just saw it. I'm like, what is that? What is it? I mean, I know what it is. But what is it to you?
Just put it in your hand.
Yeah, what is it to you?
Just feel it.
No, it feels great.
How's it
Looks
feel?
cool.
How's it feel though?
It feels like a fucking crystal, bro.
Nah, that's a different.
I have a friend.
No, it's smooth, is what I'm saying.
Oh,
you know, summer like
yes.
Rocky,
yeah.
It's very smooth to the touch.
Where? I mean, this shit is dope. What? Like, you want to tell the story behind it?
I don't have any story about it. It's fluorite. A girl gave it to me, and I like holding it.
I love that because I'm a sentimental person too, like that. Like I don't really care about real gifts. Like you give me a rock like that, and I really like you, I'll keep it forever, probably.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, it was her rock, and she was like, "Do you want?"
Even cooler.
I said, "Perfect."
There you go.
There we.
You think you found the one? Did you touch that stone and say, yeah?
There we go.
She's in.
No, not that. That was funny. There we go. No, that was funny. And then you know what else is funny? That Magic Mind was also fucked up from last episode. It was actually a really good one.
And I have 3 left, and I forgot them.
That's perfect.
Oh, man. All right, let's do it. Yo, so the ones that we sent, does it matter if it's from the different book? We're just going to do Jay Shetty.
We'll do Jay Shetty. Yeah. We'll do Jay Shetty. Yeah, so today's episode, diving into the mind of Jay Shetty from his 2 books, 8 Rules of Love and Think Like a Monk.
I'm swiping through these right here, and I want to start off with this one, so I'm going to go, and I'll go last, and you guys go after.
You do whatever you want.
When you like a flower, you pluck it. When you love a flower, you water it daily.
When you like a flower, you pluck it. When you love it, you water it daily.
There ain't enough fucking time in the day to love everything you need to love daily. I'll tell you that much, bro. I've been struggling with that. Well, I mean, that has nothing to do with that.
I get it though.
But that's how I took that.
Yeah, it does.
But before that has to be like broken down though. Before I go off on a tangent.
On a tangent, but do it. Because that's interesting to me.
When you like a flower, you pluck it. When you love a flower, you water it daily.
Because when you water it, you want it to last forever. When you just like it, it's just I kind of just like it in the moment. It's just like one of those things.
Yeah, it's short lived. Like,
yeah,
I feel like we do that a lot, like in relationships with females and girls and stuff like that, where you immediately feel some type of attraction or that that honeymoon phase, and you kind of go all in and like you subconsciously pluck the flower, right? Like you take it because you want possession, because you don't want to lose it. But once you see it every day, right, and you're doing the same thing over and over again, sometimes you get it gets phased out. You get bored, and that's like the chase that we were talking about. We do that with women too, right? When you see a girl and then you're starting off in the talking stage and you work your way up, you get there, and when you finally get it, it's like you don't even really want it anymore. Yeah. And then
that's human nature.
No, it is human nature, but like I feel like he says, like when you truly love something,
you don't feel that part.
Yeah, you don't. Well, you might feel that part in the beginning, but you continue to water it different ways. Like that's the only way to maintain a healthy relationship is like continuing to water it and nurture the relationship in different aspects outside of just attraction and that spark in the beginning.
Yeah. Well, I think you said it perfect, the possession part, because they always say like love is not about possession, right? And once you could separate yourself from that and realize that love is like when you love somebody, I've said this before on here, like when you love somebody, you want just as much for them as you want for yourself, right? But when you just kind of like somebody, it's just like, I want to see you do good, but it's just like, you don't take it personal. It's not this like your success is not my. I don't know. It's weird. You know what I mean? And I don't know. I think this is interesting, and the way that you worded it, possession, because I feel like that's something that I've had to deal with before, loving something and also correlating with like, all right, that thing's mine. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And thinking that is positive because it's selfish. You know what I mean? Real love is like selfless. And it's hard to like break down. It's kind of like one of those, like, I get it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I mean, what it means to me. I mean, I think it does a good job of just being self-explanatory.
Yeah.
Smacks you in the face.
Yeah.
It's very obvious. The reason why you'd want to water a flower versus pluck it is because when you pluck the thing, it dies. You know, so and flowers die quick too, bro. If you bring a flower in from outside, you can even try to grab the root, bro. Bring it in from outside. You don't give it no sunlight. You don't fucking, bro. It could die in an hour. Remember the solar eclipse? Remember I
Yes.
grabbed that flower?
Yes.
Brought it inside. I brought a flower inside. I wanted it to be like sentimental.
Yeah.
Came back that night. It was like black.
Yeah,
I was like,
bro.
I'm going to hell or something. I don't know what the fuck. I thought it was gonna be looking good, whatever. But long story short, so it's self-explanatory.
Yeah.
One thing I'll say about love, just to piggyback off of what you guys were saying, you know, I've certainly been someone that there's like two types of love, man. There's like mature love, and then there's early love. If you're listening to this podcast, I guess I would just challenge you to think about if you do these things. I've told a lot of women that I've loved them, and but my actions didn't show it. And I think there's a maturity in growing up, and there's almost like a maturity of love, where I'm speaking with someone that I fucked up love in the past. So I'm speaking right now with an ex-girlfriend from 4 years ago, and we had a very beautiful thing. And I remember, bro, sitting there with God when it ended, because it like blew up. And I remember sitting there just being like, well, how could, like, this doesn't make any sense. I'm supposed to be with this woman.
Yeah.
I'm supposed to be with her. Why isn't it working? And I had, I remember, bro, I probably brought sidebar, but whatever. I don't even have to say that. All I'm saying is I got my shot to be back with the same girl, and I've seen multiple times things come up that would like upset me, that I would have like spazzed out in the past.
Yeah.
Whereas now, I'm remaining very even keeled. I'm like, dude, I'm stressing that because I do love this woman, and like a flower, I would rather water it than do what I did in the past, which is pluck it.
Yeah.
Which is say, hey, you're mine, and just do what feels good in that moment. I feel like sometimes love is having an emotional awareness enough to not do whatever comes to mind because you know it's going to hurt the person. Sometimes you forget, bro, that like you're with another person. You know, my girl, I got into an argument back in the day. I got into an argument with my girl, and she was crying, and she looked at me, and she's like, you don't even like realize sometimes I get so afraid of you because I feel like you forget that I'm a person. And I was like,
Yeah. Yeah.
you know, what do you do with that? You
In
know?
that moment,
And,
it's just, yeah.
and that's just, just like, I think for me moving forward, like in love, I think it's just a reminder that like, okay, 1, this is a person. 2, I love this person. 3, would I want to upset them? No. So let me work on myself and just try not to be so clingy and possessive and just go with the instinct of the moment and really think about it. Because one moment can fuck up a relationship.
Yep.
It's instantaneous.
No, for sure. And yeah, like even with like the correlation with love and the flower is a really good description, just because, think about like if that was the flower, right? And like you do pluck it, right? Like it's cool for the moment, and then you bring it home, and then you're usually on to the next thing, right? You go home, you instantly forget about it, and then it dies because you don't water it. But like when there is a love that you want to water and nourish, like you look forward to it every day. So maybe that flower is in the field somewhere that you have to travel to. So now you're thinking about like I hope it's still there. Like I want it to get there
It's
so
not
I
as
can
accessible to you. You have to go and
exactly. Like I'm looking forward to seeing that, so then I can nurture it.
Yeah.
And then that's another healthy thing in relationships is space. So like when you water it, right? Like that's your time together, and then you go back to your own life. So then you have space. When you pluck it, it's right by your side the entire time. And then that's when you get sick of it. You're like, or you go and you see a new flower. And then you want to go pluck that. But like when you're dedicated to one thing, you nourish it and you water it daily, and you look forward to doing that because that's love.
Yeah. Yeah, I love that. All right, let's see what we got here. I'll stick with the love. one of the secrets to a good relationship is being attracted to someone out of choice rather than out of need. Which I think is interesting because that's like a timing thing. Like you ever hear like right person, wrong time, or whatever, you know, or wrong person, right time. It could be you could really think that you're ready for something and you're just so open to something that you take the first thing that you see and try to make it right and try to fit into your mold, you know, which is not, you know what I mean? And you could fuck up that way, or I've had my fair share with this specifically on both ends of the spectrum. I've had my right person, wrong time, and maybe I was the right person and the wrong time for somebody else, or vice versa. You know what I mean? That person could have been ready and I could have been the right person, but it was the wrong time. It's hard. And I think that this right here, one of the secrets to a good relationship is being attracted to someone out of choice rather than out of need. Really what that's saying is one of the secrets to a good relationship is being secure in yourself and not trying to find validation from other people in order to feel good. You know what I mean? Because you want to be with somebody because you want to be with them, not because you're alone and you're trying to fill a void that you think that you yourself can't fill. You know what I mean? Yeah, and that's it. You can only really know that in retrospect too. That's not really something that you could be in the moment. In the moment, no, you think like, no, I want this because I want it, not because I need it. You know what I'm saying? And when that dissipates, that's when you can look back on it in retrospect and think to yourself, oh shit, maybe if you don't feel some type of way about it, then you're like, oh, I didn't feel like that. I didn't feel about that situation the way that I thought I did in the moment. And that goes back to the space thing, because every relationship, whatever it is, it needs space. And if you and whoever this happens to be do happen to separate, and you still feel the same that you felt when that person's not around, then maybe it was out of choice instead of out of need. You know what I mean? So that's how I feel about that.
Yeah. You got anything?
It's so similar to the last one for me.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like I would
read it again.
One of the secrets to a good relationship is being attracted to someone out of choice rather than out of need.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, yeah. What you said directly hit me with just a lot of times we feel like we need someone because, you know, we're not happy with who we are. We're not happy in our lives, so we're trying to fill a void with another person, and it comes down to you're thinking you need someone to be happy. And the only person you need to be happy is yourself. And a lot of times that's what fucks us up when we get into a relationship, when there are red flags in the beginning, when there is like clear signs that this is not the right person for you, but we feel that we need someone, and then we think that we can change them. And it's like, you're never going to be able to change that person. No, it doesn't matter how good of a person you are, how slick you are with your words, or the shit you've been through that you're trying to pour into them. It doesn't matter. Like, if that's not the right person for you, you have to stop trying to make that person the right person, because they'll never be the right person for you. And the only time you make that mistake is when you are thinking you need someone to fill that void, when that void should be filled with self-love or, you know, a passion. And I've made that mistake. That I made a huge mistake, you know, for that in my last one. And it was, I didn't think I was trying to fill a void, you know, like you don't like you said, you don't see it in retrospect. And then those emotions when you're in something hurt a lot worse, obviously, in the moment. And then, like you said, when you go, you know, remove yourself from the situation in retrospect, you look back and you're like, how did I even allow that to affect me so deeply when this is how I feel now? Because there are times that it doesn't matter, 6 months, a year, you can always put yourself back and be like, nah, like I felt that because
I felt it.
Right.
You know what I mean? Not because, when you're missing something and somebody, and you try to fill it, right? It's a subconscious fill. You don't realize that you're missing something. It's just you are missing something, and you think this person can fill it, and then when that person leaves, that's, at least in my experience, that's when you start to realize, like, oh shit, I'm missing something within that nobody else could fill. Nobody else could fill this hole besides me. I'm the one that has the shovel. You know what I mean? But like, yeah, it's one of those life lessons that, number one, nobody could tell you in the moment. If you're in a situation like that and a friend sees it or a family member sees it from the outside looking in and they tell you, you're like, what are you talking about? It's just one of those things that you can only learn in retrospect.
Yeah.
So these next two, we'll move on to Think Like a Monk. These kind of go together. I'm going to read them together.
Okay.
The more we define ourselves in relation to the people around us, the more lost we are. Our search is never for a thing, but for the feeling we think the thing will give us.
Sure. Yeah. The thing that strikes me immediately is like authenticity, and it's crazy how different we all are. And you know, I've certainly been someone that's been impressionable and have wanted to like take traits from certain people. But you know, the corny thing that I was going to say is the best traits you could take are the ones that come from within. But like, it's like, it is the truth though, you know, like when you really do sit, like, bro, do you want to be original, or do you want to be like an amalgamation of, you know, 15 different people? Like, do you want to actually find the music that you really like, or do you want to listen to things because that person listens to them? Do you want to wear the clothes you really want to wear, or do you want to wear clothes because, you know, I don't freaking whatever, Jake Paul wears them, whatever, it doesn't matter. I'm just saying, like, you know, I get such a fucking joy, and I think I untapped out of this a little while ago. I think I used to be more expressive and more free in who I was, but you know,
What changed?
I think I just started getting really judgmental, bro.
To yourself, judging yourself, or judging what everybody else is doing, and you're just like, I don't want to do that.
I started getting judgmental to having fun, and like having fun feels really good to me. So like there used to be times where like we'd shoot a podcast in the hot tub and I wear a fucking pink cowboy hat.
Yeah.
Because it just, at the time, I don't know, it just felt authentic to me. I don't know anyone else that shot a pod with a pink cowboy hat. That might be a one of one thing. And at the time, it was dope. And I just feel like, you know, this past year, there comes, this is growing up, you know, as well. Like there becomes this moment where, you know, you feel like, all right, you got to start getting more responsible, and you got to start getting things more dialed, and you start looking up to people that look like they have it all figured out. You start kind of modeling your life after them. And then I'm sitting here wondering my life isn't where I want to be, and it's because the life that I'm living isn't the life that I even want to have in the first place.
Yeah.
And you know, one thing I could say is there's tremendous value in going for a walk. You know, there's tremendous value in shutting everything off. I've done that a lot the past 2 weeks. Whereas, you know, I used to, there was even a time I found myself 3 weeks ago. I never wanted to be alone. I needed some form of stimulation at all times. I needed the music on, you know, I needed to be on my phone. I needed to be watching a movie. I needed to be at the gym. I needed to be doing something, anything to get me out of my head. But then I was like, bro, why am I demonizing being in my head? It's my head. Like, it's my head. I need to love my head. I need to love my brain. I need to love my mind. Why do I have this? Why am I, no disrespect, but like, why am I at war with myself? That doesn't seem positive.
Yeah.
You know? So I like,
You surrendered.
I surrendered.
Yeah.
I put my guard down.
Yeah.
And I like stopped judging everything about myself, and I was like, all right, like if my mind just wants to like say these things or pick apart these topics, like let me pick them apart. But I'm gonna do it when I have the space to do it, and I'm only gonna let it happen for X amount of hours in the day. You know, when you first start getting self-aware, the worst thing to do is turn everything off for 24 hours, but take 10 minutes a day, 20 minutes a day, go for a walk, spend some time outside, you know, because if you could just like little by little learn to accept things, because the things that you're upset about aren't going away. They're there. And what's really crazy is that like how trauma works, bro, and how negative thoughts and negative emotions work is your brain and your mind and your body is like a big computer. And there's certain programs that you have to release, and you don't release them. Not only do they get worse, they meet all of the other problems you have, all the other insecurities you have. I've been in mental storms where I was putting things off for so long that whenever that thing finally came back, it linked to this problem, it linked to that problem, it linked to this girlfriend, that girlfriend linked to this girlfriend, that linked to my insecurity as a man. And now you're dealing with a storm, and it's all because like you literally couldn't spend 10 minutes in a room alone.
Yeah.
So that's, just being authentic. That all started with authenticity, but you find authenticity by spending time alone.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the more we define ourselves in relation to the people around us, the more lost we are. I've dealt with that. I deal with that on a day-to-day basis because I'm surrounded by a lot of people that have it together, or at least so it seems. But I know them personally, so I kind of know that they have it together, and they know, and I compare myself to them. I compare my route to them. I'm going to be 30 years old, and I'm not really where I thought I was going to be at 30 years old, you know what I mean? And then I compare our journeys, and, I got friends that are getting married. I got friends that got stable jobs. I got friends that do whatever the fuck they want, whenever they want. And I've also been there, and I haven't been there, and I've had my ups and downs, and a lot of the people that are around me have just like this streamlined stability. And like, again, we always talk about it. The devil's advocate part to that is like, we ask for this. The ups and downs are a part of who we are and what we do, and yada, yada, yada. But to be around people that are either like high school sweethearts, or that have kids already, or that have their, it's hard not to compare yourself. It's hard to see yourself from their perspective, because who knows? You could flip that around very easy, and one of them could be like, you feel like that about me? If only you knew how I felt about you, and you could do whatever the fuck you want, and you have this freedom. But I don't see it like that. I have to live in here every day and be so insecure at myself, regardless if I'm doing what I want. And realistically, 19-year-old me looking at 29-year-old me would probably be like, damn, he works for himself. Like 19-year-old me would probably look at 29-year-old me and be happy and be proud, but 29-year-old me isn't. And it's so weird, and it's so hard, and I felt this real deep, because I compare myself to everybody that's around me, and they always say comparison is the thief of joy, right? And I haven't been happy in a long time, and when we talk about this all the time. And if that's just a season of my life that I'm in right now, that's fine. And reading that, I also try to think of the flip side to it, because I'm sure there's people out there that look at me like, damn, I wish I had his life, So I try to ground myself and just be appreciative of where I'm at in my life, but it's hard. It's really hard, and I do feel lost, especially when I do that. Especially in a year like this. I think it hits me a little bit harder now because all of my immediate friends that I know since I'm 15 years old were all about to be 30. Like 2 of them. It's very weird, bro. My best friend gets married the first week of July. I turn 30 that next week. My other best friend gets married in Italy the week after that, and I'm in both of those weddings, and it's just like this whole clusterfuck of this 28-day cycle that's about to really like slap me in the face, because it feels like reality is just like slapping me in the face, because I'm going to be around people like, and also what you said, it's very bittersweet, because you are who you surround yourself with at the end of the day. Mm-hmm. So it's like, how could you not compare yourself to these people? To people in general that I want to be around. I am very selective with who I'm around now, because you become those people, whether it's their attributes and their traits, or their morals and shit like that. So how could you not also judge people in a sense, right? And compare yourself to them, because I also know that I'm a top tier human being when it comes to fucking morals. You know what I mean? And so I'm going to compare that. So how can I not? So there's like a real double-edged sword when it comes to that, and I'm starting to realize that like I don't know shit, and you thought you did, and you don't know anything, because you got to like kind of go through life and learn all these things as you go. And I get like a lot of things that my father used to tell me growing up. My father used to tell me one thing, because my dad was in prison for 11 years, right? Whenever anything was going really bad, he would look at me and say, "This is not the end of the world. I know the end of the world because I seen it." Right? And like I used to say, what the fuck are you talking about? I can't get no worse than this. Or I can't, or on the flip side, It's like, don't ever take anything for granted. It's good right now. Don't take it for granted. Keep working, yada, yada. And I'd be like, nah, I can never get better than this. This is great. You know what I mean? So, yeah, there's just a flip side to everything. And I try to look at that, but it's hard. It's hard, you know?
Yeah, I mean, well, first I would say for the 2 weddings that you're going to go to, like, I wouldn't allow that to, like, hinder, like, that's going to be, like,
it's a
some of the
beautiful
greatest
thing.
times of
Yeah,
your life,
bro, it's a beautiful thing that I get to see 2 of my best friends get married. I've never been to Italy before. Super excited about that. I do look on the flip side to both of those things. I am very excited to be around people that have their shit together, and take from them, because again, you are who you surround yourself with. So I'm happy that that's happening. Don't get me wrong. It's not like this jealousy thing. It's this comparison thing. You know what I mean? It's just one of those things. You know? Yeah,
and I mean, yeah, I deal with that a lot, and it's from both sides where we're very easy to judge someone if you feel better than them.
Yeah.
So that you could look at them and you'd be like, oh, he doesn't do this, or I know he don't make no money, or he don't be doing shit, or he perceives himself like this on social media, or this girl posts this, but I really know her. You know, we do that a lot. We put ourselves on a pedestal that we think we're better than people. So now we're comparing ourselves, and then we're putting ourselves above people. Yeah. And then we also look at people and we wish we had what they had, or we wish we could do the things that they do. And I mean, you can be inspired by someone, and I think that's great. I take a lot of inspiration from a bunch of people that I look up to, because like I respect them, and I know that yes, we may not be doing the same thing, but I do look at people's lives and see a piece of me living that type of life. Yeah. So like that's one thing to grab inspiration from people, but to hate yourself and feel bad about yourself and you know talk down to yourself in comparison to someone else, you know, you have no idea where those people are at mentally either. Well, you know, and that's the facade of social media, is like we look at people for the things that they post on the internet and we think that everything is all good.
Sunshine, fucking,
you know, and I think that happens to us a lot. Like a lot of people see the TikTok, they see us traveling, you know, they see us doing all this thing with really high level people, and they think we have it all figured out. Like a lot of people say that to me, and you know, and I humbly say, like, we're not there. Yeah. Like I know it looks like that, and yes, we are doing those things, but it hasn't translated to the life that you think we're living. Yeah. You know, it's not there yet. So what you said is like, you'd be surprised of what people say, you know, when they view you. And I feel like that a lot. I think a lot of people look at me and look at the things that we're doing and they think like,
holy shit.
Yeah, like they fucking made it, you know, like, and I do get a lot of love in that aspect, and it's hard to appreciate that because I'm the one in it. And it's like, you guys don't see what goes on behind the scenes. You don't see the shit that we have to do to pay the bills, you know? Like, this podcast doesn't fucking pay the bills, you know? Like, we still have to do shit that we don't want to do on a daily basis. And I was thinking about that shit today. I think it's one of the quotes that we were talking about. It's a different one, but it was just like, we think like time is gonna like heal all wounds and like figure shit out, you know. We like when we compare our lives to other people, and we think like, all right, in like 3 years my life is gonna be like this, you know. It's like, and then like think about like what are you doing right now to get there, you know. And that happens a lot. Like, you have to catch yourself, because I think we think that shit just happens, you know. Like the people that we envy, that we're comparing ourselves to, they weren't sitting like fantasizing about someone else. Like, they were working their ass off towards something, you know. And a lot of the times I feel like, especially with this, because it's such a slow grind, and it's a lot of like, just, it's nothing, there's no stability in it, right? And like everything is almost like not guaranteed. We're just hoping like an algorithm hits or a message gets responded to, you know. It's like a lot of hope, like Tom Ward said, like we're in the hope business. And it's easy for us right now, and for me to just think like, all right, yeah, in 3 years, like I'm gonna be lit, you know. Like, and then having that mindset, I feel like you take your foot off the gas a little bit. You get complacent just thinking the shit is gonna happen.
Yeah.
And if you are gonna compare yourself to people and it is hindering your happiness, like compare yourself to people that like work their ass off to get there and then mimic what they did to be that person.
Perfect.
A lot of people want that lifestyle, but they don't want what comes with it.
Yep.
And now with that lifestyle comes a lot of responsibility and comes a lot of problems and comes a lot of hate. Are you willing to deal with that type of life? Are you okay with people talking shit about you 24/7?
Yeah.
Are you okay with working 24/7, 365, no days off?
Yep.
A lot of people ask for things and then they don't really want to do what it takes to get there. So stop comparing yourself to that person if internally and work ethic wise and discipline and habit wise, you're not that person. Don't feel bad about yourself for what that person has if you don't put the work that they put in.
I think that's why social media is a very bittersweet thing that we talk about all the time, because it makes it very, very easy for you to put out, if you know what you're doing, and we all do at this point because you're doing it for so long, this persona of what it is. And that's why I enjoy being vulnerable and transparent on social media to an extent, because I get a lot of messages, yo, keep doing what you're doing, because I'm in this lost season of my life right now and I'm trying to get back and get right. And you know what I'm saying? And it's just so easy to put out on social media and compare yourself to people that are only putting out the wins, because nobody is going to broadcast their losses. Listen, we understand and we get it, but you need to understand that is going to happen. You don't see the sleepless nights. You don't see me wake up at 3 a.m. in a sweat and fucking go run over to my laptop because I have an idea and I don't want to lose it, and I'm like, I got to get it down, and now I'm not sleeping for the rest of the night, or you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't see like that happen. That's happened to me before.
That's
where I'm like literally in bed. And this is also surrendering yourself to the shit that comes to you, because I tell people this all the time, from a creative process standpoint, everybody is different. Some people can sit there and be like, no, today this is what I'm doing. I am coming up with for me, let's just say, for instance, I'm coming up with my summer collection today. Like, nah, bro. For me personally, that's not what happens. What happens is that I go through life and shit just kind of comes to me. It's like trying to write a movie on some shit that you have no experience with. Yeah. You can't, like, unless you're this phenomenal fucking crazy writer where you could come up with some shit like J.R. Rowling wrote fucking Harry Potter. Like, yes, obviously she didn't experience this fantasy land that she created, but I'm sure the characters were inspired by people that she knew. Yeah, I don't know this but I'm sure that she didn't just create Harry out of nowhere. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's I don't even know where I was going with that, but that's really where I'm at. And in comparing to people that you have no fucking idea the type of work that they've put in or the struggle that it took for them to get to where they are, you know? So
it's like what you said, with just being authentic. Like
surrendering yourself to it.
Yeah. I saw the other yesterday on YouTube, I was watching, Mexican OT? Yeah. You know him? He's like a very hot rapper right now, whatever. And he went on, Tommy G went out with him. That guy, Tommy G. You should check out his YouTube. I don't know if you would fuck with him. I think he crushes. I tried to get him on the pod, so we'll see if he answers.
All right.
But he was with Mexican OT, and Mexican OT is not he's like a Spanish dude from Houston that raps but does country and does all these things, and he blew up in these last 2 years. He's like one of the biggest guys out right now. Yep. And Tommy G asked him like to wrap up their little like documentary. He was like, yo, like what would you tell people? And he was like, yo, just be your fucking self. He was like, when I started this rap shit, he goes, you saw I had the hats on, I had the J's on, the jeans, the chains. He was like, I was trying to be a rapper. He goes, the shit didn't work. Yeah. He was like, the moment I was like, I'm just going to be me, he goes, I fucking blew up. He goes, I wear a cowboy hat and cowboy boots, and I fucking sing country and I rap and I do this shit. Yeah. And it worked. He goes, because nobody can be you. He goes, you sit there and try to be all these other people. He's like, I was trying to be a rapper. He's like, that's why it didn't work. Yeah. He's like, the moment I stopped trying to be a rapper and just tried to be me, I blew up. So he was like, that's my message to all the guys out there that like have a dream. Like, if you have a dream, just be you. His dad even said it. His dad was on the documentary. His dad did time in prison also, and he was just like, he's like, yo, that's a lazy motherfucker. He's like, he's a lazy motherfucker, don't want to do shit. But he goes, I know this shit is his shit because he works harder than anyone else.
Yeah, it just comes to him. Yeah. Well, that's what I tell people all the time. The secret is to just be yourself, because I think that everything that you do in life is art. The way you write your grocery list, the music that you like, the movies that you like, everything that you do, how you treat people is what makes you you, and that is what's going to make you stand out. So when you try to be like everybody that you're comparing yourself to, you're going to water yourself down, and you're going to become like these people, and there are millions of them, but there's only one of you.
Yeah. Yeah, you got to listen to the messages, bro. You got to listen to the messages. You know, people are so afraid of change. You know, people are, which is unfortunate about being yourself. If you're in a position where you're not being yourself, you know, how do you get to, you know, the person that you're supposed to be from where you are today? You know, there's going to be a lot of change, bro. Be a lot of change. New haircut, new clothes, new music, new people. Maybe no people. Probably no people, which is a sad thing. And but one of the most beautiful things about the Mike documentary, one of my favorite parts, which I'm going to start saying, one of my favorite rappers shot this documentary, and he was saying how, you know, he thought spending all this time alone would make him lonely, but he's not lonely because he's got God, and that's all he needs. And I just thought that shit was so beautiful, because you really think about it, like, bro, I'm trying to, and I think this is like the no haircut season of my life. You guys, I've been wearing no drip, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. Bro, I mean, I'm wearing drip, of course, I'm wearing fucking super drip, but I'm just saying I'm in this just season of my life where, like, bro, I have a photo shoot tomorrow. Bro, I got no haircut, I don't even want to go, you know, like, yeah. Bro, I'm just like in this season of my life where, like, I'm trying to place the effort, even if I don't know who I am, rather than waste my own effort and my own energy on being something that I'm not, I'm going to waste it on trying to figure out who am I. So I spend majority of my past 2 weeks has been spent in this, like, who am I? And you know, it's important because we're living in a world now where, like, bro, you need competitive advantage. There's 100 million rappers, there's 100 million podcast hosts, there's 100 million YouTubers, there's 100 million on and on and on and on. Business people, whatever. How do you find competitive advantage? That is one of the hardest things to do in the world right now. There will never be another Oprah Winfrey. That will never happen again. Bro, there's too much creators now for someone to be that magnetic. Yeah. There was only one. There used to be 5 talk shows. There's 100,000 podcasts, and your favorite celebrity is starting one right now in this moment. So how do you find competitive advantage? And the corny thing to finish the clip is you be yourself, but it really is.
It's the truth, though. It's corny or not, that's just the truth, because that's what is going to separate you from all those other people.
And no matter how stupid people think it is, bro, like, in this moment, I'm holding this crystal and I'm rubbing it, and maybe this would be seen as, like, a stupid thing, but I like it, and if I like it, I feel good, and if I feel good after this, when I go to the sauna, I might have an idea just because I feel good. So that's another thing. Like, people want to figure out how do you find yourself? How do you become yourself? And it's like, bro, just, like, do what feels good, but not like an instant hit. Like, do what you know deep down feels good. Yeah. Do what feels good that you know you don't need validation for, and that's not an addiction.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, that's a problem with a lot of the youth, and a lot of even probably, like, the younger guys that watch us. You know, like, they want to do something to feel something, even though they know it's not right, but it makes them feel cool, or it fits in with the crowd, the guys that they want to hang out with. Mm-hmm. And it's like, you have to put yourself in the shoes of, like, who do you want to be in 5, 10, 15 years? Who are those people that you're hanging around with? Who are they going to be in 5, 10, 15 years? Yeah, it might feel cool right now. It might feel good right now, like you said, like, not immediate. Like, it has to, like, I mean, it would be probably mentally draining, but like think about every action that you make a decision on every single day. If you were like, all right, does this add value to my life or does this hurt me? You know, if you could just pause before you do something, like, does this add value or does this hurt me?
Yeah.
And then decide. And like you'd probably drive yourself insane, but I mean, like think about that just from like a deeper lens, like. Before you decide to do something, before you have intentions of something, like, does this add value to my life? Does this put me closer to where I want to be, or is this setting me back? Yeah. And it's a very easy decision. Yeah. Like it's not something that you have to overthink, or it's this like in-depth math equation that you can't figure out.
No, you know
exactly, like, should I do this right now or should I not? And a lot of people do the should I not because it feels good instantly. And that's the tough thing to do. And usually when you do something that feels good instantly, it's unauthentic to who you are.
It feels good instantly, and then it doesn't feel good anymore instantly. These instant hits, it's like microwave. It's like, you know what I'm saying? It's just not. But the next quote kind of goes into that. It's as long as we keep attaching our happiness to the external events of our lives, which are ever changing, we'll always be left waiting for it. So you're never gonna, bro, it's redundant. I say this all the fucking time, and I said it on the last one.
Say it again.
The wolf that's climbing the mountain is hungrier than the wolf that is at the top of it already. So it's like, if you're attaching yourself if you're attaching your happiness to something that hasn't happened yet, that you created in your head, that you think is going to make you happy, more than likely when you get there, you're probably not going to be as happy as you thought, because you were already kind of living in the future mentally and expecting how happy you were going to be. And then you got it and you were just like, all right, now what? And you're never going to be happy if that's the case. I've spoke to people about how, like, had a conversation with somebody one time that he met the girl that he thought that he was supposed to be with, right? But he wasn't where he was at. He wasn't where he wanted to be in his life, career-wise. And he was like, I can't really, settle down and do this when I'm putting my energy towards my career, which I understand. But when you follow up that phrase with, when I get to X, then I'll do Y, you're doing it wrong, bro. You are doing it wrong, because you might not ever get to X, number one. You might get to Z, and you never got X. But let's just say you do get to X. Now you've already, like, manifested X in your head to what you think it's supposed to look like. And when you get there, I fucking guarantee it does not look like that. And now you're upset. Now you're upset because this shit is not what I thought it was going to be. It's like, again, getting the girl of your dreams, or so you think, and then you get her and it's nothing like you thought it was. Or getting that job, or your dream job, or so you think, and then getting there and it doesn't make you feel the way that you thought it was going to make you feel. You need to be happy with yourself. Now, what does that entail? I'm not sure. I'm still looking for it. But the point is that you need to be happy when you open your eyes every day and you look in the mirror and go about your day, no matter what it is, and not look towards what you want, and then that's going to make you happy. Of course, you always want to strive for something and try to get somewhere that you're not, but to place all of your happiness in that, I'm not saying that you shouldn't be placing energy into it. Of course you should, because we all want to evolve, but we all want to evolve at a heavy level, at a healthy level. You know what I'm saying? And I deal with that on a day-to-day basis, and I'm half like preaching to myself, but I'm also preaching to other people, because I've had a lot of people in my life say that shit, and I've said that shit too. Oh, well, if this was going on, then this wouldn't bother me. Nah, bro. If this was going on, that would still exist. You know what I mean? How you feel about it might change a little bit, because now maybe your energy is towards this, but that shit is still going to exist. You're still going to need to address that. You can't sit there and say, I'm going to go do X, Y, and Z when I get my shit together, because you are always going to think that you need to get your shit together more and more and more. So,
yeah.
It was beautiful, bro.
Yeah.
Because that's like, you could take that, cut the rest of the podcast, call out the lesson of the day.
Yeah.
That the future is fleeting. And so
which is crazy to even think about.
And it's horrible, because I love hope. It's my favorite thing in the world, but it's a future thing. Like, we got to take hope, make it a present thing. I've been struggling with money for a long time, bro, and I'm still struggling. I don't know if it's my fucking root chakra, bro. I don't know you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, it's just a thing. bro, and I really feel very talented. I feel deserving of money. I feel like I feel the risks that I've taken. How do I not? And I had a mentor say this to me the other day, and he's like, bro, the moment you're cool with having nothing is the moment you'll get rich. Because when you're cool with having nothing, you'll stop creating from a place of scarcity. And that's, I'm not going to say that's what I've been doing, because it's not where I live all the time, but there's like this, bro, going to Miami was so fucking bad for me. It was so good for me, but it was also so bad for me because I think that's where what I spoke about before about like not being authentic. I like watches. I do. I like cars. I do. I like expensive dinners. I do. But before I went to Miami, I never said I won't be happy until I get that. We would just be happy playing Xbox. And now playing Xbox to me is a fucking joke.
Yeah.
Sitting down with my homies and like playing Xbox is a joke. And maybe it's not the best thing in the world, but you could have more fun with your homies playing Xbox, sitting in a Lamborghini with bad company.
Oh, for sure.
And it's just like
it's a crazy quote.
it's a crazy cool. It's just, bro. It's just. I'll just end it with this. It's just. I've been trying to go to fucking zero. Like, that's where I've been trying to go lately. Like literally, bro, strip me down to nothing. Like let me stand in front of God with nothing.
Mm-hmm.
And in terms of like, cause bro, like I love being happy, and I'm trying to like figure that out. I'm actually spending time with myself. Maybe I'm being my own therapist. Maybe I'm being my own doctor. But I'm with my mind all the time, so I know myself pretty well. And I have enough space through meditation to think that I'm not overthinking things. And I'm just kind of at a place now where I'm thinking about happiness. One of the things I've been trying to do is like, what would I do if nothing existed? Like, what would I do if money didn't exist? If fucking restaurants didn't exist? If fucking expensive cars didn't exist? Like, what would I do to be happy? And that's been helping just because I think again I think that for all of us, bro, we can't be creating from a place of scarcity, and I think that we do that because we're upset with where we are right now, and it's okay to be a little upset, but then at night check out into the game and realize that like it's really not that serious.
Yeah.
But when you're in it all the time and it consumes you and you find yourself becoming a very bitter person, that's not good either. So yeah, I don't know, bro. I'll pass it to you, but I just encourage people to really think about happiness from a kid standpoint. Don't think about adults are the only people that have to get happy because what they could buy from an infomercial. Bro, I forgot even how big the world was the other day. Like there was a time, bro, I was really in my head. I walked past like a local high school and I saw a group of kids playing tennis. And bro, it blew my mind because I remember what it was like to be a kid after school and to just like play a sport and not have all this shit matter so much.
Yeah.
Bro, it's like you get so consumed in like how much revenue am I bringing in? How much followers do I have? Take what I'm saying and put it towards your business, whatever that is.
Yeah.
It's just like consumption. And it's because, bro, we have shit we don't need. It's because every 30 days there's a bill coming that you don't know how you're going to pay. And it's one of the biggest problems with materialism, bro. It's one of the biggest problems with all this shit, man. I honestly want less, bro. The less things, the more calm my mind is, the richer I feel inside. And
No, it's the thing you said about Ronnie Fox said this one time. I'm gonna butcher it, but he said, "What you loved at 13 years old is what you're going to love for the rest of your life because you loved it at 13 years old with no external. I love it because of this, or it's going to give me this. No, you just liked it and loved it because of the way that it made you feel, right? And that's why when you see Kith do collabs with like
Disney,
Coca-Cola and Disney and the list goes on. I'm drawing a blank here, but you know the list goes on. All those nostalgia companies that they've done collabs with. After hearing him say that and then seeing him do those collabs, it hits so different because it makes me start to. And it's crazy that you said what you just said because today I drove past a schoolyard on my way home from the warehouse and I saw kids playing basketball, and I thought to myself, wow. To be those kids. Nobody's got a phone in their hand. Everyone's playing basketball. They run up and down playing full court. They're not even playing it right. Some are not even dribbling. Like, you know what I'm saying? And it's just like it brings you back to a time in your life where nothing else mattered and we thought we had problems, but we really didn't. And it was low-key a beautiful time, and you can only really recognize that in retrospect.
Yeah. Yeah, no, the thing with the kids, that's yeah, it's so true. I mean, I still like the things that I liked when I was a kid. You know, like the other night I watched Jurassic Park.
I'm watching Boy Meets World.
great.
You know, like
It's amazing.
I watched Jurassic Park. I always loved dinosaurs, and I love the Jurassic Park. I watched it the other night. I still enjoyed it. You know, animals. I always loved animals, so I still watch it with animals. You know what I mean? So like that is very true. You know, and it's like, yeah, what you like when you're a kid. I think now, bro, we put so much pressure. And I think because we've all tasted a little bit of success, that's why it's a lot harder than it was before we had this success. Like, even when we first started the pod, you know, and first started doing the thing, it was just because, like, we enjoyed it and we didn't have any success. And we placed no pressure on ourselves to be at a certain point in 3, 5, 10 years. We didn't place a mark on, we didn't place a mark on, like, what car we want or what watch we want or what house we want or what girl we want. We place so much pressure on ourselves for the expectations we set, and it takes away from the present moment, and it takes away from the thing that we actually enjoyed to do in the first place. Like the thing that got us here to even have that idea and that imagination of a certain lifestyle is the thing that we're not nurturing because we've placed so much pressure on what we want out of our life. And that's what I was talking about earlier, where, you know, I had this thought earlier today, like I'm doing computer work, and I was just like, I don't want to do this forever, you know, like when is shit gonna change, you know, like when is, I don't want to do this. And then I'm thinking like, all right, well, like if shit doesn't work, I mean, like what avenue, you know, and now I just, the mind just starts racing.
Crazy.
Because now I'm thinking of plan B and plan C, and well, if this doesn't work, I could always do this, or, you know, what if this guy doesn't want to do this shit anymore? How do I get paid? And then it's like, you know, and then I'm fucked because I'm like, yo, I got this bill, I have this, I'm 27, I don't have this figured out, I live with my pops, you know what I mean? Like, it's
I'll tell you this, not cut you off, but it's good to think like that, in a sense, because I'm 3 years older than you're about to be. And I wish that
Uncle John.
I wish that I thought a little bit more like that at this time of my life, because now I'm kind of seeing that I wish I was more on top of those things, because you're like, yo, what if this person stops wanting me to produce the pod and that's money that's taken away. So now I need to figure out how I'm going to listen. I never had a plan B. My plan B was always another way to make my plan A work. Okay, so I wish that I overthought some of those things then, because I didn't. I got very complacent, and bro, this is not a flex. This is actually not a flex to me, because I'm nowhere near where I wanted to be, right? Bro, do you know from May 1st, 2020, COVID, up until now, we've done over 7 figures in revenue? I saw that number, and it's insane. To me, in my head, I'm like, there's no way. But I saw that number, to me, at first it's like, oh shit, and then it's like, oh fuck. I'm nowhere near where I want to be, and you're looking at that number and you're like, holy shit, that's fucking crazy. And I'm nowhere near where I want to be. I wish I thought more there's a fine line there, and I get what you're saying, but I just to play the devil's advocate that you always play, so I'm trying to do it's okay sometimes to think like that, because you do need to not have a plan B, but that plan B is another way. It doesn't change the route. It's just like I need to stop at the gas station real quick and then get back on it.
Yeah.
And I just kept on going past gas stations and not filling up extra tanks and putting them in my trunk when I should have been, because as a business owner, right, this is at the end of the day, we're all entrepreneurs. You need to think like that a little bit. To an extent, don't go crazy about it. Definitely live in the moment, but also don't get complacent. Enjoy the fruits of your labor, but also plant other trees at the end of the day. And I wasn't planting other trees. So I could tell you, being 2 years into this a little bit deeper, on a different spectrum, because it's a little bit different podcast and clothes, but you could kind of tie those two, and they're applicable. You know what I mean? And that's what I would tell you, because I go crazy on some shit like that too, wishing that I paid more attention back then to little things that I wasn't, because things were so fucking good that I think that anything was ever going to change. You know what I'm saying? And shit does change, whether it's for the better or the perspective. It could be for the better or for the worse, depending on how you look at it. It's like the Chinese farmer story that we always talk about. But it's just, I didn't want to cut you off, but I just wanted to let you know it's okay. You know, it's okay.
No, for sure. Yeah, it's no, it's tough. We're just always trying to figure it out, and we put a lot of pressure on ourselves, and I feel like we've told so many people like what we want to do, and so many people do see us being successful, and like there are a lot of friends that say like, yo, when you get to here, man, like I'm so, you know, and it's a lot of pressure to do the thing, and then we just think that it's gonna happen, and there's two ways to look at it, you know. There is a lot of times that you know, I sit there and say like, yeah, I'm gonna be good, you know, and like it's gonna happen, you know, like God is gonna bless us, or you know, this is just it's gonna work out the way it's supposed to. And sometimes it's hard to accept that when the reality sets in and you're so far away from that, you know. There's a lot of times that you look at your life of what you want, and you envision yourself of where you're going to be, and then you look in the mirror and then you're like, well, I'm here and I'm so far fucking away from that. And it's like, how do I even get there? Because nobody did it this way. Nobody tried to do the thing. Like, I have no one to ask for guidance. I just have to figure this shit out on my own. And when you feel like you have to figure this shit out on your own, and if you are blessed to have people around you that are doing it, it's still hard, because you still do feel very lost and confused, and there's a lot of moments where you're not, you just don't even know what to think anymore, and you're kind of just going through the motions, and that sets you up for a lot of complacency, because you putting yourself in the position to try to figure everything out adds so much stress and overthinking. Like it makes you not want to even do the thing anymore. Yep. Versus, I'm just going to let time do what it does. I'm going to believe in God and just and trust that he is going to put me where I need to be. And then that overthinking side comes in, because then you tell yourself like, yo, I'm not doing enough. You're not doing the thing. Like, how do you figure it out? How are you going to do this? How are you going to do that? And then it's just a battle between the two sides, you know. And that's what I do a lot, where it's like I tell myself like, yo, just stop, just chill. Like, you're doing a lot, you know, but I never feel like I'm doing enough. You know, I always felt like there's more to do. There's more. There's more that I can learn. There's more where, you know, there's more avenues that I can grow in, and it's very stressful in a sense, because we are in this 27 to 30 range, and we're thinking we need to have it figured out, you know, and that goes back to the comparison. Like, how do other people, not only how am I judging myself, but how are other people going to view me? Yeah. You know, if I'm 28, or, you know, I'm 27, I'm 29, and I'm still here, but I'm doing this, you know. Because we judge ourselves for that aspect, because in our minds at 18, 19, we looked at a 27-year-old, a 30-year-old, like, you should have a family on the way, you should have your girl, you should have a crib, you should have your career, you should have it all figured out. So we've set an expectation on what life should be at, you know, from 14 to 18 to 21, and we looked at people, and we don't understand that the times also have changed. You know, the life expectancy has changed. Like there's a lot of things that changed over the past 10 years where that's not really the norm anymore.
Yeah.
The norm is to be more figuring it out in this 26 to 30 range, right? And I think even that, the expectation of setting an age number to know when you should have it all figured out is just, it's bullshit.
Yeah.
You know, it's not realistic. No. You have to be able to just be okay, like what you said, like just be okay with nothing. Like your mentor said, like the moment you're okay with nothing is the moment you're gonna get rich. It's very hard when we set expectations. We do it with people, we do it with careers, we do it with girlfriends and relationships. We do it a lot where we set an expectation of what we think life is going to be like or what our life should be in that moment, and we take away from the present moment, and the only thing that's going to get us there is the present moment daily. So now we're just hurting ourselves by looking forward into the future. Yeah. Like you said, the future is fleeting, and it's a battle that we all face. People listening, people watching, us three, it's hard. Yeah, it is.
I think the quote that I'm going to take from this entire thing is that the future is fleeting. Because it's a crazy quote. That's a crazy quote to think about.
Yeah, bro.
You know what I mean?
Doesn't exist.
Doesn't exist. It's a good point. Future doesn't exist. All right, I got another one. This one is from the 8 Rules of Love. This one's pretty good. Everything we love goes. So to be able to grieve that loss, to let go, to have that grief be absolutely full, is the only way to have our heart be full and open. If we're not open to losing, we're not open to loving. And something that I read today that somebody wrote, and it was like, I was like, oh shit. It was I gained a lot of peace when I realized that people could still be in my heart but not in my life. And I was like, oh shit, that's a good one. Because like I always say all the time, if it's for me specifically, if I ever felt something for somebody, you're always gonna have a piece of me, but that doesn't necessarily mean that you belong in my life. Doesn't necessarily believe that you were a part of or I was a part or you were a part of the path that I was choosing to go. And I've seen a lot of people run away from situations or love or relationships or whatever the fuck because they have this thought in their head like, well, this is going to end at some point. Nothing lasts forever. So you know what? Why even start it? And you're doing yourself a disservice because you're not allowing what's supposed to be, and just because something, it's like, I'm not going to watch this movie because it's going to end. You know, I'm not going to listen to the song because it's going to end, and I'm not going to run this album from front to back because it's going to end. And I don't know, dude, it's something that I deal with on a daily basis, and I think that it's an interesting concept. Because obviously you don't go into something thinking like, oh, well, this is going to end. No, you go into it like, I'm going to give everything. It doesn't always have to be a relationship. It could be career. It could be whatever the fuck, you know what I mean? And I always try to go. That's why this tattoo means so much to me, bro. All of you. Because I always give everything to everything that I do. And it's something that my father told me when I was a kid. Just give all of you to everything that you're ever going to do. And if it doesn't work out, at least you know that it didn't have anything to do with you. That doesn't mean that you don't do it. That means that you try to do it to the best of your ability, and if it lasts forever, then it lasts forever. And if it doesn't, you learned a lot along the way. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah. The all of you thing is
it's very
it's weird because like I thought about that shit today. It's funny like the moments where you think about things that you would never think you would think about it. No, because like I know one thing that like I would always do in my life is not everything, right? So like the things that I'm not fired up about, I give it just enough.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So like always like cleaning the yard and like doing shit like that. Like I would do just enough to like kind of make my dad happy, but I wouldn't like go the extra mile because I resented it. I hated doing it. You know, I wasn't passionate about doing that. You know, today like I'm literally like cleaning the gutters and like I didn't do my best job. Like I could have got up there with the hose and like really sprayed it out, but like I got just enough out. And then I really sat there. I'm sitting on the roof and I'm thinking, I'm like, does this correlate? No, like
I'm just thinking about you sitting on the roof. I'm thinking of that J. Cole album where he's
I'm
sitting on the
bro. I'm sitting on the roof. I'm sitting on the roof.
Like, damn, I really don't want to clean these gutters out right now. It's just doing anything for me.
No, not even. Well, like, yeah, the gutters was the you know,
It's a
subject.
symbol. Yeah.
But I'm sitting there, bro. I have like one blue glove on. There's like rips in it. Got like mud all in my nails. You know, got like a garbage bag.
You really don't give a fuck,
bro.
about
I'm like
it.
really like almost falling off the roof to like clean these gutters. Like I'm like, yo, I'm thinking like, yo, if I fall off, like, am I gonna break my back? Like, could I break my whatever?
Yeah.
So I'm just saying, I'm just like, yo, like it's another thing that I'm kind of half-assing, and then I correlated it to my life, and I'm like, is this why I'm not at where I want to be? Do I not give everything my all every single time? Like, is there always more left in the tank that I can give, even for the things that I love? And then I put myself back for basketball. Yes. I put myself into this podcast. Yes. I put myself back into relationships. Yes. So then it was like a self-realization where it's like, do you really want the things you say you want? Because you have the opportunity to give it your all and you don't.
Yeah.
And it's funny that, you know, cleaning the gutters like brought me to that point, but that's the good thing of being self-aware, because like you can even take a moment like cleaning the gutters and then relate it to your life and be like, yo, if I half-ass this, I'm going to half-ass all the other shit I do in my life, because there is a dude that's going to go up there and those gutters are going to be fucking squeaky clean. And then maybe he goes and does something in his life that he actually gives his all to. Yeah. Because it's easy to put yourself in those shoes when you're not at where you want to be. Because now you're second guessing everything you've ever done. Because you're like, have I not given this shit my all? Yeah. You know? And I know that wasn't really the quote. But the quote was,
it makes sense. Everything we love goes. So to be able to grieve that loss, to let go, to have that grief be absolutely full is the only way to have our heart be full and open. If we're not open to losing, we're not open to loving.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, totally different.
It was the all of you. The all of you.
The all of you got me there. Yeah, because I just thought about it today, because I literally did it today. But that quote was, I was watching Brad and Bob Menery did a pod. Bob went on Brad's pod. It was pretty good. It's funny, but Brad talks a lot about his father and loss, and his father committed suicide when he was 6 years old, and what he said, it gave him like attachment issues. It was
Bradley Martin, right?
Yeah, Bradley Martin. Yes. It made him very, reluctant to losing people, and I'm seeing that a lot with a lot of people online that are open about talking about losing a parent at a young age and how it affects their relationships directly. Yeah. And that has been a huge thing for me with like the loss of my mom at 12 years old. It has really affected me in every single relationship with a woman moving forward, because you feel like you're missing something and you're trying to fill it because you never even got a chance to have it. Yeah. And you don't even know what you're kind of searching for, but you think that if it's there, it's going to make you feel something. And that has always affected me, and I can really relate to that quote, because loss is something I never take well. Yeah. Whether it's losing a video game, whether it's losing a basketball game, whether it's losing a girlfriend, whether it's losing a friend, like it always eats at me way beyond the moment that it happens. Yeah. Like I could not even show any type of emotion the moment it happens, but I guarantee you, like I'm going to be thinking about that shit all night and maybe the next day and maybe for weeks, depending on the situation. Yeah. And a lot of that loss stems from that, because it's like when there's something in your life that you can't even explain the love, and then by the snap of a finger, it's not there anymore. You don't even understand what loss is. You're so confused. You're like, how could this be here and I could feel this way, and then tomorrow it's gone and my love stayed the same, but it's not here anymore. You know, that's one of like the toughest things to accept, is when you do lose people, and not just lose people out of your life, but like lose people to death. it's a feeling that you can't explain when it does come from a parent, because you put yourself in those shoes and now you think about like, well, if I lost my mom at 12 years old, you know, she's never going to see me have a girlfriend. She's never going to see me get married. She's never going to, you know, be able to be a grandmother. She's never going to be able to see my friends, can't go to the wedding, can't, you know, have her 60th birthday party. You know, there's all these things that you think about, and that's like, that directly correlates to loss. So it's like anytime I have something in my life that I love, like I want to hold on to it so tight. And sometimes when you hold on to something so tight, you push it away. And now you lose the thing that you were so afraid to lose in the first place because of your own doing.
Yeah.
And that's such a hard thing, like for me, and like that has really affected me in my life in relationships, friendships, and stuff like that. Because it's like I don't want to lose you, because like I hate that feeling, you know, and I don't want to lose in general. Like any type of loss, I resent it, because it always like puts me back there, and I'm just like, I don't want to, you know, I don't want to feel like that.
It brings you
again.
back to a place that you never want to be back to.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. I have abandonment issues too, not from loss like that, but just from people leaving, not dying, but just from people leaving. And then, like you said, you hold on to them too tight, and it does the opposite effect of what you wanted. You hold on to these people too tight, and you push them away, and it's not what you're trying to do. So it's a very fine line and very bittersweet. Yeah, that was poetic, and I felt that a lot. So
I'm tired, boys.
Bring us home.
Bring you home.
Good job.
I think that was all of them anyways, to be honest.
Yeah. No, it was good.
That was good.
great.
That was good. That was great. That really was good.
Shout out Jay Shetty, man.
Shout out to Jay Shetty.
Go read Think Like a Monk. I got to go read 8 Rules of Love. I'm probably not ready for it.
No, I'm probably not ready for it either. I got to read a book. Well, if I had my first book, what should my first book be?
The Alchemist.
Did you do that meditation?
No.
There you go.
Yeah, but that's not a book.
No, but I'm saying we wonder why we're where we're at.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, we don't do the same.
We don't do the things that we're supposed to do. You're
I'm
right.
beat, bro. I'm telling you.
I have like 4 books sitting in my house that I
telling you.
should be reading now.
I'm telling you straight up, bro. That's gonna help you. I'm telling you.
You gave him Deepak
I
Chopra?
know you're right. Huh?
It's gold.
You gave him Deepak?
Muji.
Okay.
It was like 10 minutes, right? Or something like
15.
that. What you sent me?
It's gold,
No, I know you're right.
bro.
I wake up with such anxiety nowadays, bro, that it's hard for me to like. I've never had mornings like this before. I know we're ending this pod right now. We're not getting into this.
We can get into it.
I've never had mornings the way that I'm having mornings now. I wake up scared to like look at my phone and like go to my text messages. I got fucking 600 unread text messages from who fucking knows how long.
Bro, that's normal. It's called having space for certain things.
No, you're
I don't
right.
Like answer, bro. I
don't
don't
like-
answer my phone unapologetically.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, I don't have the space right now
yeah,
for this.
Yeah. But that specifically gives me anxiety because also I don't have the space for maybe some things that I should. Like if I gotta wake up to an email from a screen printer and I gotta go answer it, like I have to answer this right now, but I'm so anxious in the morning because I need to go about my day and get certain things done, but the anxiety just kind of hits you right away and it drains you. And it's like I also have to go deal with personal stuff. Business is not the only thing you're dealing with. I got to deal with this or I got to deal with that, or you know what I'm saying? And I've just woken
What's
up.
your morning routine? Give me your morning routine right now.
Bro, it's I wake up, I take a shower immediately.
Do you check your phone?
Yeah.
That's okay. There we
But
go.
I don't. But see,
we already lost.
But I don't.
Day's done.
You're,
no, day's done.
No,
No,
you're right.
We don't have to talk anything else.
Well, when should I check it?
Bro, you should give yourself at least 3 hours.
Before I check
think.
before I check my phone
I
at
believe.
all.
I believe.
Yeah, see, that's tough for me. I don't think I could do that.
But like he's running a business.
Yeah, it's tough for me.
Come on, I'm running a business.
Yeah,
You're
but
running a business.
If I wake
He
up,
has Shopify notifications.
if I'm at no, those are off. But
Wait,
if
you
my
have to
if my
email
assistant
someone?
if my assistant will hit me at 10 a.m. on some shit that maybe is time set.
so get back to her at 11.
So this is what realistically I wake up way too late. I'm waking up at 10 a.m.
I'm
every
telling
day
you, it's
anyway.
gonna fix your problem.
You know what I
I'm
mean?
telling you straight up.
Just don't answer. Don't look at the phone once you wake up.
Do at least an hour and a half. At least.
I could probably do
At
that.
least an hour and a half.
And you know what I also
You
think
need to
it
be
is?
alone, bro. Here, hold up. No, we're
Well,
not
well,
gonna
wake
I'm
up
argue.
waking up
early.
too
Wake
late.
up
I'm
earlier.
waking up too late.
If he can wake up
That's
earlier,
the
then,
problem.
if you wake up at 7 a.m.,
Sure.
then
You're
you
good.
can do 2 hours,
You can
no
do
phone. 9
problem.
a.m. days.
I wouldn't have been on my phone regardless if I was waking up at 10 a.m. So you're right.
That's
1
what I'm
million
saying.
fucking
You know what I'm
percent,
saying?
maybe that's
Waking
the
up
answer.
earlier
Yes.
is
Because if I wake up at 11,
If
I
you-
cannot not check my phone.
No,
till
you
1
have
o'clock.
to. No,
Yeah.
It's
That's
impossible.
I
So
agree.
that's the
I
answer.
agree with that.
The
I agree
answer
with that
is
as well.
a combination of these
Yeah,
two
yeah,
things.
yeah.
You know
Wake
what
up
I'm saying?
earlier.
Yes,
No,
for
that's
sure.
a fact.
But you're right. I do want to do that because honestly, this is what I do. I check my phone in the morning just in case there's anything time sensitive. But if there's nothing, I do it, and then I go take a shower. I put my robe on. I go sit on the couch. I have a cup of coffee. I turn the TV on, and then I go on my phone. It's probably a half hour, 45 minutes. Right? And to the point where some of my friends are like, damn, you just waking up? I'm like, nah, bro, I'm just trying not to be on my phone the moment that I wake up. So if I just answering some of my boys in like 2 group chats that I have at 11:30, like, oh man, this motherfucker just woke up. Like, nah, I'm trying to not hop onto my phone, but the answer to it is a combination of
And then
both.
what do you do on your phone once you get to your phone after you put the TV on?
So it's check email, check text, then go to social medias. I don't have any reason to check my Shopify right away because it's so early. I could check that when I get to the warehouse. But it's really those 4 things. It's check emails and text together, right? Decide what's priority and what's not, and then it's go check Instagram and TikTok.
I'm gonna be life coach Jake. Well, I'm gonna fix your life right now.
I love it.
I'm gonna fix your life right now.
All right,
It's instantaneous.
instantaneous.
You're gonna feel so much better after this.
Okay,
All right. From now on, I want you to do this for 1 week.
okay.
You could do 1 week.
Yeah.
I didn't eat for 7 days. You could do a week.
Okay.
Here's what you're gonna do. You're gonna wake up. What time are you waking up now?
10,
10?
10-ish, 10:15.
You're gonna wake up at 8:15.
Okay.
Could you do that?
Yeah.
Could you do 8?
Yeah.
8:15. 8:15.
Call
Wake up.
9. No. Okay.
8:15. Wake up.
Okay.
All right. At 8:15, you know what you're gonna do? You're gonna go outside.
Right away.
Instantly.
Am I putting my contacts in?
Yeah, put contacts
Put
in.
contacts in. Okay.
You're gonna go outside. You're gonna go for a walk.
Okay.
You're gonna leave your phone at the house. What you're gonna do with your phone, by the way, your alarm clock, right? This is the alarm clock.
Yeah.
Okay. If you want to hack it,
Yeah.
I'd recommend getting an alarm clock.
Okay. So.
But that's insane.
Somebody
That's an
got me,
insane
and
thing.
shout
Okay.
out to her because she was trying to make my day-to-day a little bit better. She got me
Yeah.
something called a Hatch. Shout out
Okay.
to Hatch. If you see this, we could definitely use a sponsor. Hatch, it's so dope because I had it set up where birds chirping would wake me up.
Yes.
And I sleep to waves every night. So it's really cool, but I don't have the bird chirping set up right now. I only have the waves, and my phone has been waking me up.
Okay.
So I might switch back to the Hatch now that you said that.
Okay.
And let birds chirping wake me
Even
up.
better.
Yeah.
My girl had that.
Fire.
Does the sun also rise?
On the actual fucking Hatch
Yeah.
thing, yes, it does. It's
Yeah.
really fucking cool.
Wakes you up.
Yeah, it's
good
really
shit.
cool.
It's made for like
It's
if you
super
wake
dope.
up at like 5 a.m. with there's no lights.
And there's no
It's
light.
supposed to-
Yes,
exactly.
yes, for sure.
Beautiful. All right. So this is what we're gonna do. 8:15. Hatch. Phone. Other room.
Okay.
It's in the other room.
Okay.
It's in a drawer, bro.
In the
It's in a
another
fucking
room.
drawer in the other room.
Okay.
Okay.
Alright.
Hatch goes off 8:15. Contacts in. Pee. Do what you gotta do.
Go for a walk.
I pee outside first thing in the morning. That's how fucking down to zero I am. I go outside first thing in the morning.
Should I shower before I do this? Because I usually shower once I wake up. Should I take the 10 minutes? To
No,
get
no,
myself?
no shower.
Okay. Just
Shower
put
when you
my
get back.
Okay.
You go outside. You go for a 10-minute walk.
Okay.
On that walk, do you know what you do? You walk.
Nothing.
You don't think
no
about
music.
no music, no phone, no fucking nothing, bro. If at the moment you start to think about something, right, left, right, you'll go insane doing that. The nature should calm you.
Yeah.
I don't know what it's like over there.
Yeah,
with
no,
the
I
pavement.
do kind of.
You can go for a walk.
Yeah.
Walk 10 minutes. Come back. You know what you do? You're gonna get a journal,
Okay.
right? You're gonna sit down. What did you say? The whole reason why you love at war.
Mm-hmm.
So storytelling.
Yes.
You're gonna sit down, right? And you're gonna write whatever the fuck comes to mind. Whatever comes to mind, you're gonna write. Doesn't matter how long.
Okay.
Call it 15 minutes.
Okay.
Then you can go shower. You can go get your caffeine. You're still not on your fucking phone,
Yeah.
right? When do you drink coffee? Before the TV?
No. After sometimes, because sometimes I don't just make it at home. Sometimes I'll go out and get it when I'm about to go start my day.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Beautiful.
On the way to the office type.
Okay. So you know what? Go to the office
Yeah.
a little earlier. Why
Okay.
not? Or
Yeah.
or go get coffee.
Yeah.
Come back. Wherever your space is. You're still not on your phone.
Yeah.
And for 90 minutes after you have your coffee, you do an intentional work block. So that 90 minutes could be checking the emails.
Yeah.
It could be creating a list for content.
Mm-hmm.
It could be reaching out to other brands, trying to do collaborations with them. Whatever your actual business looks like, 90
Do it for
minutes.
90 minutes.
Phone in the other room. Now, go check the phone. Enjoy the rest of the day.
That's the day.
That's it.
I like that.
That's all you got to do, bro.
Wake up, put contacts in, go for a walk. They're going for the walk. I have heard that getting sun or just getting fresh air, even if it's not sunny out,
Yes.
to start the day is very important.
Very important.
And then coming back, and I also want to throw meditation in there. Are you gonna say? Are you insinuating
I
that
meditate
the
at
walk
night.
is
I meditate at night
before you go to bed?
before I go to bed. Like after
okay.
this, I'm gonna go.
Because I was taking it like the walk is gonna kind of be the
The
meditation.
walk kind of is a
It's
meditation.
a meditation.
Yeah.
That's,
I
like that.
That's what I was gonna tell him. Like meditating at night, like helps you sleep too.
Yeah.
Like
I
calms
could
your
use that
mind
'cause I
before
haven't
sleep.
slept good in
Yeah.
fucking months.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, if you do a nice like 10, 12-minute meditation,
Right
like I
before
do
bed?
the Deepak Chopra one. That shit I was asking if he sent to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do that one, and
Okay.
bro, I do
I'll
that.
get that one too.
I just sit in the front of my bed and I do that, and it puts me out. You
And
know,
you-
like
are you-
I'm ready for bed after that.
Yeah, and you're not scrolling on your phone before you go to bed. Once you get into bed, you're putting your phone down.
Well, I don't have any social medias. I just have YouTube
Okay.
on my phone.
You're not signed into any of them anyway. It's a good.
I don't even have them downloaded. Is what
that's
I'm
crazy.
saying. So I if I had a TV in here, I would watch TV. Unfortunately, I don't. So I watch YouTube. That's
Yeah.
how I fall asleep.
Okay.
But I would recommend you
Yeah.
know just having
relaxing.
TV. You could watch TV.
You ever hear of the brick? Dean's using it now.
What is it?
It's pretty cool. So you know how you can set limits on your social media, like
Yeah.
if you hit an hour,
Yeah.
but then you can just override it.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
So the brick, it's literally like a little brick.
Uh-huh.
You tap your phone,
Uh-huh.
and then you leave it somewhere. So say you are, whatever, like you go into your job, whatever, you don't want to be on your phone all day, you leave it in the car. So the only way to unlock your social media apps is to go and tap that brick again.
brick.
It's pretty cool.
That's kind of cool.
Fire.
I do
Yeah.
like that because you go put that shit somewhere. That's
Yeah.
like when you have an alarm on your phone. They say go put it at like the other end of the room, so you have to get up.
So you have to get up and go
close
get it. Exactly. So it's like
Fire.
if you really
Yeah.
need to go check social media, you have to go up and
Yeah.
like if you leave the shit at the house,
You're fucked.
you're fucked.
Yeah.
You can't do it, or you
Yeah,
have to
yeah.
go drive home.
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah,
like
yeah,
if
yeah.
you have to go drive home to unlock your social media, then you have an issue.
There's a problem.
Yep.
But it's pretty cool.
That is
Yeah.
pretty cool.
Yeah.
That is cool.
What are you afraid of? Why like with the? Are you afraid of your own thoughts?
Yeah, I'm stuck in my head all day.
What about your thoughts don't you like?
Because it's very rarely have they been positive lately.
Right.
They have been very focused on the shit that's going wrong instead of the shit that could be going right if I put the right energy towards it, but I'm not. I give a lot of this mental energy towards the
Yeah.
things that, because listen, not for nothing, it is what it is. This is not for pity or self-wallowing, but a lot of shit has gone wrong over the past 2 years.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So to focus and give that energy mentally, subconsciously is what I get a little bit scared of, in a sense. You know what I'm saying?
With a goal, that shit's probably a lot, that could come up
Yeah.
on your morning because you're
Yeah.
gonna be without
Of course.
distraction,
Yeah,
so it
yeah.
could come up.
Yeah.
But the goal, bro, is this is the most creative time in the day.
Yeah.
It's the reason why writers write first thing in the morning. It's the reason why, I think at that moment for you, maybe it's a little weird in the beginning.
Yeah.
But you do it for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a month.
Get into it.
Then you get into a flow where like that you make your best, like that's when you get the idea that takes it to the next level, so
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't know, that's just my 2 cents.
No,
But
I love that.
I think that'd
I
really
do.
help you. I think you
Yeah,
should
for
really
sure.
do that.
You're right, because now that I'm sitting here and I'm thinking about it,
You're in insanity.
yeah.
You're in like it's,
And that's why
it's what
it's
Zach
hard-
said before. It's about the time is gonna help. Time heals a lot of wounds.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of shit it doesn't heal. So
It's and just to think about it and to end off on it is that's probably the reason why it takes me so long to get out of bed, because I'm at peace when I'm sleeping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They said that on the
feel that.
last one. So that's something. It's really facing. You're like, yo, what are you so scared of? Why are you so scared of your thoughts? Because they're so negative. It's I don't face the things that I should in the moment, and I kind of just like let them go. And then you obviously got to face them at some point, but like it's never in the time that you're supposed to. You know what I mean? So that's I appreciate that. And I promise I'm gonna do that.
Yeah,
For sure.
but last thing, but that's the you want to know that's the same time you feel that peace in meditation. but it's not going to be your first one.
Yeah.
It's not going to be your second one.
Yeah,
It might not
we'll
even
get
be your 30th one.
Yeah.
But if you do it, no, it will be your 30th one.
Yeah,
if you
yeah.
do it every day consistently, I swear to God, bro, you'll get into it. And now when I meditate,
It's not me. You're over there.
Oh, that's you. I got it. You got it?
saying now when I meditate, I don't meditate, and that's what makes it so peaceful.
You're
I
just
don't
sitting
sit.
there.
I don't sit there and I try to meditate, bro. I literally just sit. I do this just for the thing of it,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
like I literally just sit there, bro, for 15 minutes, and I swear to God, this is what I do,
For 15 minutes.
and I'm literally doing nothing.
Yeah.
I'm literally doing nothing. A thought, and I'm at the point now where like thoughts don't even come up.
Yeah. That's a
And you know how
crazy thing
peaceful that
to
is?
even think about that I could sit there for 15 minutes and thoughts aren't going to come up. I hope to get to that point after doing it for so long.
And you know what that does? It gives you distance from the craziness,
Yeah.
so you can attack it from a better lens. It's like, bro, when your fucking ex-girlfriend, you want to know why guys hit girls? Because the girl gets him so fucking angry, and the guy just hits him.
Yeah.
The guy knows 15 minutes or instantly after he
You
hits,
fucked
I
up.
should not have fucking done
Yeah,
that.
I fucked up. Yeah.
You're hitting yourself
Yeah.
when your thoughts are insane and you need 15 minutes. But that's the problem. You can't get 15 minutes. So people do this for 15 minutes.
Yeah.
But this doesn't do anything.
No,
it puts
makes
it
worse.
off.
Makes it worse.
Yeah.
Makes it worse for sure.
No, I mean, I could say, because, like, he's, like, totally doing it daily. You don't do it at all.
Yeah.
I'm somewhere in between.
Yeah.
And I could honestly say the days that I wake up early and I don't check my phone and I journal a little bit, I read a little bit, I get some sunlight, I meditate,
Yeah.
I eat a good meal, I take a shower, and then I get to what I have to do. My days are a lot more productive. I feel a lot better. The days that I wake up and like instantly check social media or see text messages that immediately stress me out, and then you get the phone call and then this and now your day's behind, and then you already woke up late to begin with. Your
Day's
morning
fucked.
is so important. When if you can make your mornings productive and have a morning routine and not have a routine that like stresses you out. The routine should be peaceful. The routine should be something that complements you versus like you feeling like you have to do it. I feel like a lot of people run away from morning routines because it almost feels like a job. It feels like a chore. And it's like if reading and meditating and journaling feels like a chore, it's like you just haven't done it long enough. But once it becomes part of your routine, it certainly helped me, and I don't do it every day. But like there are days and there are late nights where I'm like, yo, you just got to go do it, and then I do it, and then I have a way better day. My mental is a lot better. And it's about to get nice out, which is going to be nice. So like you can do this all like outside too, which is like times 10. If you can do it outside, I live in a fucking dungeon. It's pitch black. Like literally, I'm in the basement, bro. I get no sunlight, so it's very hard for me to wake up.
I was like that at the last apartment that I was in for 3 years till I just moved into the one now. Now I get natural sunlight, but I was like that, and it was very hard. The morning was way worse than it is now, so that's a positive. But
this shit's
I'm
like a
gonna do all
blessing in disguise for you. Like fucking sunrise, bro. You're up.
You're up.
The
sun's
bro.
waking you up.
If I don't want to see sunlight,
You don't have to.
I don't have to.
Yeah.
It's fuck. I hate it.
Yeah, I
maybe
know.
I need that hatch shit. Maybe I need an Alexa that turns the lights on.
Something.
The hatch is good.
Bro,
That's
it's
just
very
so cool.
hard for like, bro. It's even like my eyes, like when your eyes just feel heavy.
Yeah.
Bro,
Yeah.
like I'll go to sleep at 10 p.m. Like it's not a lack of sleep. It's just there. It's just pitch black, and your eyes just feel heavy when it's dark like
Yeah.
that. It's very hard for me to like actually get up, or I get up and then like I don't get out of bed.
Yeah.
And the
You're
next
up,
thing you
but
know,
you're
you
not
wake up. It's like 9:45, and I'm like,
Fuck, it's late,
bro.
yeah.
And then there's
Yeah.
16 text messages, 3 missed calls. I didn't do the work that I was supposed to do yesterday, so now that's the first thing I have to, So it's like waking up early and then having a morning routine that it
It's
doesn't
the same
involve a
reason
phone.
you don't want to stress out. You want to show up earlier to the airport, so you're not stressed the fuck out. Am I missed the bro? You know what that's like? Am I missed the flight? Am I missed the
funny
flight? Am I
this
missed
guy's
the flight?
talking
Am I
about
missed the
that.
flight? Am I
Why,
missed the
you
flight?
guys
Hysterical.
You guys miss flights?
He's
No.
the guy that's like, I'm like, yo, let's leave it. Like we have a 7:00 flight. I'm like, yo, let's leave at 5:15. He's like, yo, let's leave at 5:27. It's like I need those 12 minutes.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
Yeah,
But
no, I
it's
get
like
it.
those 12 minutes are the 12 minutes that we could miss
be
the
going
fucking
through
flight.
security.
Last time we go through security and they check his fucking bag and like we
My
didn't.
cock.
Yeah.
They're checking my cock.
Yeah.
Check
And
his
you don't-
cock,
and you can't plan.
bag.
You can't plan for that.
No,
plan for
no.
TSA to check your
expect
dick
that.
before you
I
go.
gotta expect that.
I have anxiety on flights. So like I want to be in the waiting area, relaxed, my music playing,
Yeah, yeah.
and I'm chilling before the flight.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't want to be sweating, fucking putting my shoes on, sprinting down. You know
No,
what I'm
I
saying? I
feel
don't
you.
like that, like all
feel you.
fucking fired up before a flight.
yeah.
So like,
It's
yeah.
applicable to the morning too.
Well,
I
listen.
see where the applicable. Yes, I can.
But
see
that's what I'm
you're
saying.
talking
So
about.
listen, I'm
Yeah.
bad. I'm bad with the flights for sure because it's not. That's not a matter of. I would like that feeling. I'm just so horrible with managing my time once the day gets started.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
know what that is. That's probably a disease. But I don't like doing that every morning because, bro, it's an instantaneous thing. Here's the 3 scenarios. Okay, even if I have no text messages,
Yeah.
it is so easy to find someone to be upset about.
Of course.
I posted my newsletter on Instagram yesterday.
yeah.
I wonder how much people subscribed.
Yeah.
3? What?
Yeah. Like, you just started your day off on a fucking.
Imagine this. 100? What?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, I posted that clip the other day. Let's go check how it did. Oh, only 1 million views?
Yeah.
What? You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, because the standard,
Yeah,
like, you can
yeah.
just get upset about anything. And then, God forbid, you're in a scenario like he just said, where you're working for a client and the deadline's today at 11,
Yeah.
and you woke up at 11:05,
Yeah.
and the edit's nowhere near done, and now you have to get right to that, bro. You
Your
can't
day
even
just started off
you can't even
stressful.
get the coffee because you know you got to make the last edit, so you're sitting there doing
Yeah.
the coffee, bro. Like,
Your morning's all fucked. It
holy
means your day's
fuck,
all
bro.
fucked. Yeah.
I've done that so much.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's why I love what I do because it buys me freedom, but I also hate what I do.
Yeah.
Because like I have to be on social media all day. Like
Yeah,
I
me
run
too.
4 social
Me
media
too. I know,
accounts.
I know,
Right.
I know.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'm
Yeah.
running 4 YouTube accounts, 4 Spotify's, 4 TikToks, 4 Instagrams.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Plus our own.
Plus yours. Yeah.
Which is like, bro, it's like
Yeah,
it's
for me-
draining, you know? Like a post that takes you to go and post 1 time.
Yeah.
I have to do that 4 times because I post at the same time for every account all day.
Yeah. Yeah.
So at 1 o'clock I have to post 4 times. You post once a day. I post 12 times a day.
Yeah. 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 100%.
You know?
I post once a week now.
Like you're posting once a
is
week.
crazy.
I post probably 50, 60 times a week.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah.
You know? So like it's easy for me to like, you
Why
know,
did you download Hootsuite? What was the? It doesn't do
Hootsuite
it.
only works for business accounts.
Uh-huh.
It has to be a business account, and you can't collab, and it fucks with the algorithm.
Yeah. You don't want to
yeah.
use third party
Yeah.
app.
Yeah.
You could use Business Manager to schedule out posts and shit like that, which
Yeah.
I've done before. But for me, I could feel that because when I'm not posting on At War and I'm not having a good revenue day, let's say I correlate the two, and then sometimes it correlates where I posted a lot and now we're having a good revenue day. So now I'm like, okay, I need to post, I need to be on top of this, and then also my personal brand because now they're two separate, they're also intertwined, and it just becomes this thing that I hate bittersweetly. I really do fucking hate it. You know what I mean? Yeah, just very relatable for a lot of people, I'm sure. You know what I mean? So
Good pod. Shout out Jay Shetty. Appreciate
Fuck
the
yeah.
quotes.
How's it going?
Go read those books. I don't know if the live is still going. We're about to check.
gang.
John's camera's about to die.
$50,000.
Yeah, who
See-
knows? I'm very interested to see the analytics on
Yeah,
the live.
me too.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see it.
Yeah.
See you guys on next ep.
Peace.